It may seem a little early to be talking about fall fashion, but there's no better time than now to get a jump start on the new season. So in today's episode, I'm sharing 10 really wearable fall fashion trends that I'm sure you're going to love. Hi, I'm Leonie and welcome back to my channel. Now, I always like to be ahead of the game when it comes to fashion, and I think that's probably a little bit of a hangover from my days of editing New Zealand's top-selling fashion magazine. We were always working seasons ahead, so it's kind of second nature for me to do that. I also think it's really good to do that because it helps with planning the new season so that when it finally arrives, you can hit the ground running. So I've done a little bit of research and looked at some trend forecasts and checked out the runway shows just to get a little bit of an idea for what we can expect to see in fashion. And out of that, I've grabbed 10 of the most wearable trends. I also have a fantastic discount code from FARFETCH to share with you, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that soon. So if you would like to see what I am predicting as the 10 most wearable fall fashion trends for 2022, then just keep watching. Now, the first trend and one that I'm really excited about is the return of bomber jackets. Now, bomber jackets are being a little bit reimagined this season. So what we can expect to see is them being slightly more oversized than we saw a few seasons back when bombers were really on trend. Now, I think this is a little bit of a hangover from the slightly oversized blazers that we've been wearing and loving, well, most of us. But bombers are being reimagined and they are a little more oversized. Obviously, if you do have bombers from a few seasons ago, they're still going to be great. They are still going to be really wearable. So don't dismiss them, wear them and bring them out and enjoy them. But bombers are back. Now, the next trend that I am here for, and that is dopamine dressing. So expect to see bright colors here for fall, which I particularly love. There's nothing better in my mind than dressing in bright colors when the weather starts to fall apart. It just makes you feel good. So the bright colors that we've all been wearing are here to stay for the cooler months. What I did tend to see on the runways was designers wearing them top to toe or showcasing them worn top to toe. So there wasn't as much sort of color blocking. It was all one bright color worn head to toe, but bright pops of color are definitely in for fall, which is good too because some of those summer pieces will be able to be worn and still look on trend as the weather starts to get cooler. So brights are here to stay. Now, at this point, I'd like to share that amazing FARFETCH discount with you. So they are offering you 10% off. And if you haven't heard of FARFETCH before, I don't know where you've been because it is one of my personal favorite shopping websites. They feature items from more than 3,000 different brands around the world. So they're really a one-stop shop for really cool designer brands and also for me discovering new brands to love. FARFETCH also has a dedicated edit to the most sustainable brands on the planet, which I especially love. Sneakerheads will love FARFETCH because they stock the most incredible selection of authentic, hard to find kicks. In fact, I recently grabbed myself a pair of new Converse, and if you've been following me here for a while, you will know that I'm a huge Converse fan, and I've had my eye on these Comme des Garçons Converse collab pair for so long, so I grabbed myself a pair recently on FARFETCH, and I also found a beautiful pair of little baby hoops that I have been wearing all the time, and I finally bit the bullet and bought a amazing denim jacket. It's a gorgeous denim jacket from Anina Bing, who is one of my all-time favorite designers, and I'll show you a little bit of b-roll here so you can see how cool this jacket is. I love the fact that it has slightly balloon style sleeves, which just gives a classic denim jacket a little bit of an extra fashion edge. But in my mind, a denim jacket is something that I know that I will love and wear for years and years to come. So it makes sense for me to spend a little bit more and buy a denim jacket that is good quality, a great style and a great cut. So that is what I've done, and I am so in love with this denim jacket. Anyway, my discount code is simply the Style Insider 10, and that will save you 10% off anything on the FARFETCH website. I will leave a link to them in the description box below and all of the details again, so you don't have to worry. But go and check it out, and if you are a regular with FARFETCH, you'll know exactly how cool it is. And if you haven't discovered the website before, then definitely go and check it out. Next up, there seems to be a real return to leather and faux leather. So if you're not interested in wearing leather these days, that's fine. There's lots and lots of faux leather options out there, but there's a real kind of motorbike style trend that seems to be gaining momentum, and that's everything from biker boots to biker jackets. I'm thrilled about this. I bought a motorbike jacket years ago on sale in summer. In fact, I know I've talked about it quite a bit on my channel, but it's one of those timeless pieces that I've been able to wear for years and years. So that whole sort of leather look, leather styling is very much in for fall. Not just motor sort of styling either. There are some beautiful leather blazers and leather tailored pants, leather leggings that I'm seeing. So leather and leather look pieces are really happening for fall. Now, on the flip side of all the colour that we're seeing, there's also a lot of black that seems to be creeping in, and a lot of designers showed quite a bit of black on the runway, which is easy. I've always been a fan of wearing black. It's just one of those trends and colors that is just a classic. It's a staple. It always looks chic and sophisticated. I have moved away personally from wearing so much black lately, but I will enjoy incorporating some of the black pieces back into my wardrobe. So if you are into your dark colors and your monochrome dressing and you love black moody styles, then that's where it's at for fall as well. There's that real juxtaposition between black moody styling and bright pops of color, but both are happening. Now, this one won't come as a surprise, but there is quite a lot of corporate styling around as well. Now, obviously, we weren't wearing corporate clothes for quite some time there, and I think designers are enjoying just reimagining and reintroducing some tailored pieces into their collections. And I know that we've seen a lot of tailored baggy trousers, but what's happening is more suiting and suit styles that actually work together. So not necessarily oversized blazers worn with jeans. It's more wearing an entire suit as an outfit. So there's also actually what I did see quite a bit of, and that's just reminded me, is waistcoats, tailored waistcoats and vests as well. But I think it's designers just enjoying returning to something that looks a little bit more corporate as we, or a lot of us, return to working outside of our homes. But I think it's really nice, this tailored look, and it's great if you love the classics and if you love minimal dressing or your styling is more minimal and you do enjoy classics, then you will really enjoy this classic tailored styling. There always tends to be something for everyone, and on the flip side of the classics, there is quite a sporty sort of vibe and a sporty theme that I'm seeing as well. Real sort of sporty soccer type jerseys and scarves and insignias on sweatshirts. There is a real sporty vibe, and I know that we have been seeing that sort of urban sporty vibe for a while, but this is almost up the ante, and there's kind of just an extra flair and real sort of sports club styling. So pieces that you would see actually being worn if you're part of a sports club, and those pieces are being worn on the street and reimagined into more fashion wear. So yeah, there's a lovely sporty trend happening, which yeah, I'm obviously going to be a fan of because it's really up my alley. But let me know what you think. Are you into that sort of sporty vibe or not? Are you a bit more classic? Are you sporty? Let me know in the comments below because I'd love to have a chat about that. Now, one of the best things about the cooler weather is bringing back boots, and I'm a huge fan of boots, and what is happening for fall winter is the return of over the knee boots. Now what we are seeing is, in fact, I've even seen waders, which I'm not quite sure about them, but I may warm to them. But these over-the-knee boots are tending to be all flat. So the last time we saw really, really high boots, they tended to be more stiletto heels. But for fall, winter this year, they are flat. But the boots are high, certainly over the knee. If that's a look that you love, then you are going to be in your element because there will be lots of options available. And while we're talking about boots, the other boots that seem to be really trending for fall are biker boots. Those sort of motocross style boots with buckles and studs. I have a great pair that I bought a couple of seasons ago, so I will be bringing those out and wearing those. But I suppose they sort of lean into the kind of biker leather look trend that I talked about earlier. I'm not suggesting that you wear that all together, but the motor style biker boots are definitely back. Those sort of ankle boots with lots of chunky buckle details are definitely back. So take a look. Keep an eye out for those, and certainly if you have some from previous seasons like I do, then bring them back out because they will look great this season. Now this next one I am very excited about, and the skirt and dress length for the season is MAXIs. Now there is also another trend for super short minis. I'm not mentioning them in today's video because I don't think that they're extremely wearable at all. But on the flip side of the mini minis, or the tiny minis, is MAXIs. So MAXIs, in my opinion, are super flattering, really wearable, and they really do suit most figures. Even if you're petite, there is a MAXI for you. So keep an eye out for some beautiful MAXI dresses and skirts, and certainly if you've been wearing them over summer, then hold on to them, and you may need to put some tights underneath and pair them with boots to keep warm. But the MAXI length is very much in for fall. And while we have been enjoying seeing wide leg tailored pants this season, what we can expect to see for fall is that they tend to be a little bit more lower rise, and I've seen them referred to as puddle pants. So basically that's just where the hemline sort of puddles around your shoe so that they're long enough for the hem to sort of slightly puddle. I always find that really hard, being almost 6 foot tall. Trying to get that length in any pants is really difficult. But these they're slightly lower slung. They're not low rise, so you don't have to worry about that. But they are just slightly lower rise than we have been seeing over spring, summer, and they tend to be even longer length so that they're really puddling over your shoes and boots. So that is the pant style. I've actually heard this style described as kind of low-key luxury, and it definitely has that sort of vibe. So that is where tailored pants are headed. Anyway, that's it from me today. I hope you enjoyed this one, and if you did, I'd love you to give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more, and also don't forget to take advantage of that FARFETCH discount code. As I said earlier, all of the information about that code and how you can take advantage of that discount is in the description box below, so check it out. Anyway, thanks for watching. I have a very exciting video coming up in the next couple of days, so stay tuned for that. But until then, it's bye from me. See you later.